Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com, and today what we're talking about is catching redfish with spoons. So red fishing with spoons. People always forget to use spoons when catching all kinds of fish. You know, the spoon is one of the oldest lures around. Just something shiny with a hook on it catches fish. Catches just about all fish, because just about all fish eat little shiny fish. So you catch snook, tarpon, redfish, trout, bluefish, mackerel, flounder. You can catch just about anything on a spoon. So people always forget the spoon. I don't know why. It's an extremely effective bait. If you were stuck on a desert island somewhere and you had one choice of a lure, you should probably pick a spoon, because it'll catch everything that's around you. I guess that would be the best one. Yeah, you'd want a spoon. That's how good a spoon is. But let's talk about the different ways and different spoons and how to fish them to catch redfish. Okay, now there are spoons that aren't weedless. And a spoon like this, you want to run it close to the bottom for a redfish. If you can bounce it off the bottom, great, but you probably can't because it's a treble hook. Okay, so this is a silver one and a gold one. Both of them work for catching redfish. I think the gold works better, but with these are really cheap. These are less than $3, these spoons. But you see, there's no barrel swivel at the top. You've got to add a barrel swivel to this, or it'll spin your line. So you'll be doing great for 15, 20 casts, and then after that you can't cast anymore because your line's all spun up. So you've got to add barrel swivels if you get a spoon without one. Okay? Got to do like that. So these are good ones if you're going to swim it right near the bottom. Now if you want to get down and dirty in the bottom, or in the oysters, or up in the mangroves, or in the grass, you want to switch to a weedless spoon. So these are weedless. They have this little piece of metal right here that stops the hook from getting snagged on everything. But when the redfish bites down, there's enough force where it can get hooked. But that's the spoons you want to use right there. There's a silver one and a gold one, but again, you gotta add a barrel swivel to them, or you're gonna be all tangled up right here. And these catch everything, I'm telling you. You know, if the black drum are right there, it's not a red drum, a redfish, it's black drum. Black drum will hit this too, flounder will hit this. So, you know, it's a pretty good day when you're fishing for redfish and end up catching flounder and black drum and sea trout and all with the same lure. And you can do that with these lures. But what I want to show you is basically how to fish them. Because I think a lot of people like, oh, I heard a gold spoon's the best thing for catching redfish. And then they use a gold spoon and don't catch any redfish. And I think it's not the lure's fault, it's the fisherman's fault. Trust me when I tell you that. There's a technique to it. And with these weedless spoons, you're going to cast, and see there's some grass, and here's some rocks, or here's some mud or sand. All you're doing is just casting and letting it hit the bottom and kind of reeling it. Just kind of bouncing it off the bottom. That's all you're doing. Because every time you twist it, it goes like this and kind of looks like a wounded fish. And then falls back to the ground, and it falls back to the ground. And that's very attractive to predators. You know, it looks like a wounded fish. They see the shine, they feel the low frequency vibrations. So when you're fishing with these things, now if you're swimming it, you're going to have to fish a little faster, right? You're going to be like this and just kind of move it a little bit. Just keep it off the bottom. That's all you're doing. So you can swim it or bounce it. Bouncing works so much better because, like I said, a redfish's whole world is looking down. So you're bouncing it right by him. It's going to feel the vibrations and everything like that. I wanted to make a video about this because this is one of the lures that I think is one of the better lures for catching redfish. But no one uses them because they don't do it correctly. You got to do it correctly. And I think a lot of times it's a pain to use because their lines get spun up because they don't add the barrel swivels. You got to add a barrel swivel or you can't really fish with them all day. But you could tie just a gold spoon on with a barrel swivel and fish with it all day and catch redfish all day. It's really that good of a lure. It really is. On the grass flats, any sort of mud flat, anywhere around oyster bars, you pitch them under docks. I mean, these are really, really good lures. And you got to adjust the size too. I didn't cover that. You know, sometimes, you know, a quarter ounce just isn't going to get it done, right? You might need something deeper if you're fishing down deeper. So you got to adjust the weight of the spoon based on the current, the water depth that you're fishing in too. So just keep those things in mind when you're doing it. So if you're going to try to fish a gold spoon in an inlet, you know, all the water from all the flats or wherever it's coming from gets focused into this one little thing. You know, that's why those currents are just ripping out of there. You got no shot with one of these. You know, I don't even think they make them heavy enough. So don't do it unless you're in an eddy or something like that with these little gold spoons. You're going to need a heavy thing to get it down to the bottom. You're going to need some weight. But that's it. I just want to cover red fishing with these gold spoons. I think it's a misunderstood lure that's very effective if you have your techniques right. That's it for today. But you can find more of this information right on our website. Just go to www.fishyourassoff.com. All kinds of how-to videos and articles just like this. So that's it for today. Bye-bye.